Welcome to NLW 24/7 and welcome to Fight Club. I am your host CM Punk and this event is sponsored by Cringe God over on Patreon. This is their brainchild and tonight you will see it unfold. Tonight every match will be contested under blood sport rules, no countouts, no disqualifications, and as you can see, no ring ropes. The only way to win is by knockout or submission. In the main event tonight, you will see the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, defend the 24/7 championship against the Human Suplex Machine Taz. We've also got a brute force grudge match between Walter and Samoa Joe, plus an intergenerational dream match when Bryan Danielson goes one-on-one with Vader. But folks, it's time for your opening contest, a fatal four-way elimination blood sport match. Introducing the participants, first of all, honoring the House of Black, Malachi Black, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, the man of mayhem, Mike Awesome, and the messiah of the backbreaker, Roderick Strong. Gentlemen, all that's left to say is this: ring that bell, cause it's clobbering time. Well, you heard it from the man himself, it's clobbering time, and right now, Fight Club is underway. Remember, in this matchup, only knockouts and submissions to win it. And it is elimination style in this opening contest, as all three gang up on Mike Awesome. Awesome taken down, and now Roderick Strong with a stiff chop, but Malachi Black sweeps the leg, and there's Ken Shamrock to go right after him with a sleeper, but rolls his way out of it. And now Meteora, but Roderick Strong catches it and transitions into the stronghold. Stronghold wrenching on that spine of Malachi, who gets out of it, and now into a single leg Boston Crab. And of course, you can't forget the factor that you can't win by pinfall in this matchup. You've got to knock your opponent out to eliminate them or make them tap out. But look at Mike Awesome, the power of Awesome, pouncing Ken Shamrock halfway across the ring now. Oh my god. Wants the Awesome bomb on the outside, but Roderick Strong with a backbreaker. And look at Malachi using Ken Shamrock as a platform to moonsault off of. And the Cape Rana takes out Roderick Strong, and oh, looks for the Black Mass, but comes back at him with a roundhouse kick and a Hurricane Rana. And Malachi, he's so quick, but Mike Awesome, the most powerful man in this matchup, as you see right there. Roddy went for the knee but got turned into a power slam, but Ken Shamrock stops the momentum of Awesome with the heel kick. And oh, looking for a German suplex off the side of this ring. There are no ring ropes to stop you as Mike Awesome, oh my god! Look at the strength! Delivering an Awesome bomb to Roderick Strong and Ken Shamrock, both men flying to the outside. We're going to have to see if they're knocked out of this contest. He may have eliminated two men in one. But by the looks of it, Roderick Strong and Ken Shamrock, they're hurting, but they're not knocked out. But Shamrock might be after this one. Awesome bomb through the table. And that surely is it. But Shamrock somehow still on his feet. Mike Awesome can't believe it. And Shamrock, he's not knocked out, but he is bringing out a table. And now an Awesome bomb to Malachi. Goes for a punch, blocked by Awesome. And now gonna batter away, and oh, he was looking to run the ropes, but realises they're not there, and look out! Black Mass through the table. The Black Mass knocks out Mike Awesome, and Awesome is eliminated. But in comes Roderick Strong. Now going for an end of hard take, but turned into a stomp. And you know what happened with Mike Awesome there? Forgetting that ring instinct, that there's ring ropes there as you see Malachi Black hitting the edge of that ring apron. Of course, no ring ropes means you can't get the momentum to run them. And Awesome found that out the hard way. But there are ways around it, as you see. Strong and Shamrock battling it out. But a brutal knee. And look at Strong sliding in. And went for the single leg drop kick. But turned now into the ankle lock. That ankle being wrenched. And I'm going to try and roll through. But look at this. The power of Shamrock. Still holding on to the ankle. And he's going to break it. And Roderick Strong has to tap out. Roderick Strong eliminated. My God, it's an incredible sight to see. But Roderick Strong, short of having his ankle broken there, taps out to preserve it. And now we're down to 2. Ken Shamrock or Malachi Black. One of these men is going to win. And they're battling it out now. Trading stiff forearms to the side of the skull. And Shamrock, German release suplex. But Malachi gets back to his feet. And a brutal Western lariat from Shamrock, the former UFC champion, now going to work with the ground and pound. Oh, now the ankle lock applied. The ankle being wrenched. Malachi Black has nowhere to go. You can't reach for the ropes in this matchup, but rolls through, and Ken Shamrock hits his face on my announce table here. And he's groggy, and a jumping side knee. Black Mass! No! Shamrock caught it! Shamrock caught the boots! And now the ankle lock! Oh, but it is Enziguri. And Black keeps up to his feet, and the Black Mass! And it's over! Here is your winner, by knockout, Malachi Black. What a boot to the skull that sent Shamrock out for the count. Well, that was the first Black Mass we saw for an elimination. Then Strong tapped out to the ankle lock and then caught that first Black Mass. But this second Black Mass, watch it, connect off the side of the skull, bam, right there. And that knocked out Ken Shamrock, and he's only just come to realise that he's lost this one. What an opening contest here tonight at Fight Club, brought to you by Cringe God on Patreon. Their brainchild come to life here tonight. What a sick, twisted mind it is, and I'll tell you what, you want to talk about sick, twisted minds, look no further than Samoa Joe and the Ring General, who's about to make his way to the ring. And there he is, standing at 300 pounds. He is an absolute beast in this ring. Walter, the Austrian assassin, looking to continue his run of dominance here in NLW 24/7. Quite frankly, no one's been able to stop him for long. He's a former 24/7 champion, but the man he's about to face is hoping to end Walter's reign of terror. And the Samoan submission machine has to be feeling right at home here at Fight Club in a Bloodsport match. Once again, for this contest, knockouts and submissions only to win. But Samoa Joe is laser focused. He doesn't want to just beat Walter. Oh no, he wants to make Walter suffer. And now this matchup is underway. And already you can see both men trying to leverage some momentum. Try and get an early submission victory perhaps. And again, great chain wrestling from Samoa Joe. Going after that arm. Oh, and now looking for the sleeper. But Joe behind. And a roll through by Walter. And again the sleeper applied, but a big back elbow and an enziguri from Samoa Joe. And Walter, but what a chop from Walter. And that is what Samoa Joe has to contend with, folks. Make sure that he doesn't get too winded by those chops, and a second one. But Samoa Joe wants more. But that one downs him. And Walter, he's so powerful, as you see there. A snap suplex to Samoa Joe and dropping him. Again now going after that arm. And if you weaken those arms, you prevent Samoa Joe hitting and locking in the Kokita clutch. He gets out of that with an atomic drop and a boot. And now Samoa Joe with the momentum on his side with a senton and now a guillotine. A guillotine choke in the center of the ring. If he can get that under the chin, may make Walter tap out. Walter back to his feet. Such power from Walter, and look out for the John Woo dropkick. Walter kicking the hell out of Samoa Joe. And what on earth is he planning on doing now? Oh, well, he went for the big splash, but instead he got hit with a powerbomb, and now Samoa Joe with the Boston Crab. And transitions right into the STF. The STF applied. But again, Walter, you see him trying to crawl away. And he does so effectively, but now Samoa Joe on the outside, driving Walter into the stairs. Nothing but cold hard steel, and now placing Walter on that chair. Looking for that vintage boot, but again, Walter, oh my God! Walter with a German suplex, Samoa Joe landing on the steel. Now Walter wants a kick, but a spinning back fist from Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe with a big boot. Booting Walter off of the chair. And now measures his man. What's going through the mind of Samoa Joe here? Tope Suicida, baby! With the strength of Walter to catch him in midair! And drives him into the canvas. I'll tell you what, you've heard it a million times, the edge of that ring is the hardest part. And Samoa Joe got his face scrambled that time again. That boot scraping the face, and now Walter taunting Samoa Joe. And a couple of vicious forearms from the ring general. But Samoa Joe comes back with some series of shots of his own. Wailing away, and a big chop, and now a chop off from both men. Oh, Mr. Clothesline, and now the Kokita clutch. The Kokita clutch locked in the center. Walter gasping for air, and now Samoa Joe sits back with it. Oh, but Walter rolls through into a sleeper of his own. And Samoa Joe again now. Oh my God! Look at the strength of Joe. Muscle Buster coming though. Walter gets out of it. And now both men trading shots in the center. Big chop, and again, both men chopping each other raw. And a couple of headbutts from Samoa Joe, desperately trying to get momentum back on his side. Powerbomb coming, but Walter flips out. And a powerbomb to Samoa Joe. Is Joe knocked out? That is the question. No, he's stirring, just about. Oh, but he's wanting to put him away for good. A lariat to the back of the skull. But somehow, Samoa Joe is not knocked out. And now Walter, wrenching on the head. The sleeper in the center of the ring. Samoa Joe desperately trying to fight it. But it looks like he is out. And the winner of this matchup, by knockout, is the ring general, Walter. Well, Samoa Joe refusing to submit, and ultimately that may have been his downfall. Because he didn't tap out, yes, but he did pass out. As we see, the punishment that both of these men put each other through throughout this contest here at Fight Club. Again, they were beating the hell out of each other from the get-go, and then that reversal out of the powerbomb into a powerbomb of his own, and that brutal lariat to the back of the skull. I think that was the beginning of the end for Samoa Joe, quite frankly, and Walter is victorious. Wait a minute, what the hell? That's Vince McMahon. And from behind is Andre. And Walter trying to chop down Andre, but it's having no effect. Oh my God! A brutal chop from Andre. And another one, knocking out Walter. Well, we haven't seen Andre in a number of months. And now Vince McMahon has brought back Andre the Giant to take out the ring general Walter. A very interesting situation developing there. But coming up next, folks, another huge grudge match. Bloodsport rules once again. The Mastodon versus the American Dragon. And here he comes, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. The man who last month at New Year's Revolution went in to stop Vader from winning the 24/7 championship. He wanted it for himself. And now Vader has taken exception to that. And of course it's a different style of wrestler for both of these guys. A clash of egos perhaps. One is about technique, the other is about raw power, and that powerful Mastodon is about to make his way into the fight pit. The big man, the former 24/7 champion, Big Man Vader. An absolute monster of a human being. And you see the intensity in the eyes of Vader. We've seen him put the 24/7 title on the line here before in a series of grueling contests, and he's beaten them all. But tonight, is Danielson going to be the one to beat Vader? And look out for the Psycho knee! The Psycho knee to start this match off. Trying for an early knockout. And now the cow mutilation. Cow mutilation applied, but Vader back to his feet, and look at the strength of Vader, choking out Daniel. Again, Danielson gets out of the sleeper and goes for a German, but instead Vader with a short arm clothesline, turning Danielson inside out. And Bryan going to be picked up, and oh my God, launching Danielson halfway across the ring with a German suplex. Of course, Vader outweighs Danielson by over 100 pounds. And he beeled him out of the ring like he was a sack of nothing. Absolutely incredible from Vader. And what the hell is he doing? Oh my God, a moonsault, but nobody home. Vader's a madman, folks. But Danielson drives him with a head and arm suplex, whipping him over into those stairs, and now a running headbutt. And I'm going to go for the label lock. Go for that label lock early on again. And now switches it into an E-bar, cutting the big man down to size. And wrenching on that leg. Vader trying to release the pressure, and he does. And now Danielson, look at that, a heel hook. You see his hands clasped. But Vader, again the power, back on his feet. And the suplex maybe, no, right into the power slam. Crushing Danielson. And all this is doing is softening up Bryan for Vader to deliver that Vader bomb, which he's going for now. But Danielson lands on his feet, big time chop. And now Danielson with a couple of punches, but Vader with a vicious headbutt. Knocks down Danielson. Oh, and you know he means business now. Vader ripping off the mask I think he underestimated Danielson, but he's not going to do that now. Danielson with a roundhouse kick again. Another lapel lock. Look at this. The lapel lock right under the chin of Vader. Vader having his face wrenched. But look at the power, and again dropping Danielson on his head. Well, Vader ripping that mask off, symbolising that he is definitely underestimating Bryan. But not anymore as Bryan with the lapel lock again. Danielson wrenching on the head. But Vader turns it around into an armbar. But Danielson now has the arm held. And back to their feet, but look at this. A couple of punches, stiff ones. Oh my God, what a slap. But comes right back at him. And now both men slapping the piss out of each other. And you see Vader delivering some stiff shots again. But Bryan now ducking and dodging for his life. And a big chop to the face. And a couple of kicks. But what a punch. Is that a knockout punch? It doesn't look like it yet. Bryan still stirring. Somehow, someway, Bryan still wants more. Oh, and another big time punch. But again, Bryan not staying down. Danielson back to his feet. And look at Vader beating the hell out of Danielson. And now, Danielson comes back with some kicks. And a big time chop across the face. And going for the lapel lock. But Vader too powerful. And now a snap head and arm suplex. Uh-oh, we've seen these before. And a couple of brutal kicks. Holding the arms of Vader. He's got nowhere to go. And the triangle choke. Is Vader gonna pass out? The triangle locked in. But Vader going for a Vader bomb. No, Danielson with the poison spike rana. Danielson spiking Vader. And looking for the psycho knee for a second time, runs at him. But Vader catches him and drops him on his head with a Vader bomb. Oh, come on. Oh, Danielson, I love you, but that was a big mistake. And a second Vader bomb dropping him on his head. He must be knocked out now. He is, and the referee's going to call it. Thank God. Otherwise, Danielson could have suffered a much more serious injury. If he's not already, for goodness sake. Well, damn it. That was brutal from start to finish. I'll give Danielson credit. There were multiple points in this matchup where you felt he could potentially win it. They battled hell for leather in this one, including several shots to the face with those kicks and this poison spike rana. But ultimately, one attempt at the knees was too many as Vader used his power to deliver not one, but two Vader bombs, dropping Danielson on the back of his head. And I think he's still knocked out. He's knocked loopy. I hope the EMTs get to him immediately because that was absolutely brutal, and Vader continues his run of destruction. Well, folks, it is almost time for our main event. In just a couple of minutes, you're going to see it. The 24/7 title on the line. Brock Lesnar defends against Taz, but right now, the host of this event, CM Punk, back out here to address the fans.
I just wanted to come out here before the main event and say thank you to everyone who showed up tonight. And a big thank you to Cringe God on Patreon. The reason this show is happening is because of them and their support. This whole show is their idea, so I thank you. And as for what's next, for him and CM Punk in NLW, hey Punk, hey, I don't know who this Cringe God is, but to choose you to host a submission-based event and leave Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. off the card is a slap in the face to everything we've worked for. Suzuki-gun should be on this card tonight, stretching and torturing like we do best. But you know what? Tonight isn't about us. We're sick of being left out of NLW 24/7 time and time again. Maybe we need to make a statement to get some airtime around here. And you know what, Punk? You seem to be hogging all the spotlight tonight. Well, as Suzuki-gun, we usually bring the destruction, but tonight, myself and Minoru Suzuki, we have brought chaos.
What is that supposed to mean? Wait a minute! It's the Rainmaker! Kazuchika Okada wiping out CM Punk. And what the hell is going on here? Are we witnessing the start of a coalition between Chaos and Suzuki-gun? I can't believe it. Well, they have just laid out CM Punk. But my God, tonight, the main event is going to be off the charts. Officials helping CM Punk out of the ring, because right now, we shift focus to our main event tonight. And here comes the Human Suplex Machine. Be him if you can. Survive if he lets you. Taz making his way to the ring for perhaps the biggest match of his career. A blood sport, no holds barred fight for the 24/7 title, and you see the security accompanying Taz to the ring. That is to make sure that we don't have an incident like we had at the press conference last week. Until that bell rings, these two are not to lay a finger on each other. And you know they've been itching and waiting ever since last week's brawl, as well as the ending of last month's New Year's Revolution show, when Taz choked out Brock Lesnar. And here comes the 24/7 champion. He's in the ring. And he's been a dominant champion, winning it back from the Macho Man Randy Savage 2 weeks ago, and taking Randy Savage out of action in the process. But now he's got to defend it against the Human Suplex Machine. And what a tense stare down this is. And slapping him right across the face, Taz starts this match off with a bang. And the main event is underway. Remember, knockouts and submissions only. No holds barred, no disqualifications. But now Taz transitioning into the armbar. Again, both men, submission experts. Of course, Taz training in the dojos, and you know that Brock Lesnar being a former UFC champion, that has got to be a great advantage for him. However, they've been very evenly matched in the build-up to this one, as Lesnar delivers some body shots, but Taz comes right back at him and delivers a clothesline, but Lesnar didn't even knock him off his feet. And now the guillotine choke from Lesnar, but look out, both men fall to the outside, and that's one of the risks you have when you got no ring ropes there. You fall right out of the ring. Nothing to break your fall, and, well, Taz now, bringing out a chair. Remember, no disqualifications. And a head and arm Tazplex, more like a belly-to-belly variant on the floor. And just watch the way that Taz pops his hips with each suplex he delivers. He may not be the biggest dog in the fight, but you know what they say, it's about the fighting the dog. But right now gets suplexed out of his boots. But Taz right back up and shoves him in the face. And goes for a clothesline, but now a Fujiwara armbar. That Fujiwara armbar wrenching on that arm of Lesnar. And if you incapacitate the arm, it stops Lesnar from using a lot of his offense, such as the multiple suplex variants. And you know what? Taz was the originator of Suplex City, folks. But Lesnar, I don't know if there's anyone as powerful as him. But you see Taz now, the human suplex machine, trying to counteract the power with this triangle choke on more like a jumping armbar here as Lesnar again, look at the strength. Gets to his feet and a powerbomb, but Taz doesn't let go of the hold. And now a spinning powerbomb, that time took out Taz. My God, it has been one of the most brutal events we've ever seen here tonight. Cringe Guard has put together one of the most insane cards we've had. And this main event delivering here as Lesnar delivers another belly to belly, throwing Taz across the ring. And again, German release suplex, let go of it in midair. And that left Taz to just fall to his head and neck. And flips him overhead. The referee has to check on him now to see if he's knocked out, but it looks like Taz is still stirring somehow, but maybe not for long. F5 coming. But Taz drops down, he's playing possum. And the Kata Hajime, the Taz mission, locked in. And Lesnar fading. Lesnar dropping to his knees in the Kata Hajime. But back to his feet. He's got him on his shoulders. How's he going to break free? Oh my God, look out! Both men crashing through the announce table. There's broken wood, broken bodies strewn across in front of me. And Lesnar somehow getting out of the hold. Well, look at this again. Taz took all of the weight of Lesnar, not to mention those TV monitors in his spine. But he's still up. He's not knocked out yet. I'm now going to set up two chairs, I think. Taz wants to sit down with Brock and trade in blow for blow. But Lesnar not having any of it. Throws that chair in the face. Lesnar is happy to stand. Oh, but another chair shot. Oh my God, and that busted him open big time. And now both men trading blows. This is as brutal as we expected, probably more. But a knee to the spine. And now going for the F5. But Taz, headed on Tazplex, dropping Brock on his skull. And Taz wants to pin it away. Here it is. Kata Hajime. The Kata Hajime, but now look at this, the power of Lesnar. F5. Have you ever seen anything like that? An F5 to break up the Taz mission. But look at the blood pouring from the skull of Brock Lesnar as... Oh my God, well Taz is not telling Lesnar he's number one. Flipping the bird. And now an F10. Spinning with that move as Lesnar locking in the guillotine choke. Lesnar wrenching back. But Taz is not knocked out. Taz is still fighting. Oh, but drops down. Lesnar again wrenching on that head, and I think the referee, he's calling it. It's over. And Brock Lesnar retains the 24/7 title. Well, his face is a crimson mask, but at the end of the day, he is still the 24/7 champion. What an insane, brutal, violent main event we have just witnessed. They came crashing down through the announce table, but Taz had an answer for everything Lesnar threw at him until the Kata Hajime counted into the F5, and then this, the F10. After Taz flipped the bird, and then the guillotine choke onto Taz. Well, you can't say he didn't put up a hell of a fight. Lesnar coming out of this match with more battle scars than he thought was possible. And Taz still wants a piece of him. Your 24/7 champion is still the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar.